Hi, my name is Jerome Elston Scott, and I am the writer and director of Connor Jayden. Connor Jayden is about a really popular football player who falls in love with another boy from school. It's a beautiful love story, very uplifting and very sweet, and done in the tradition of romantic comedies. The inspiration for the story basically was about wanting to put something out there that was more positive, which you'll find in most of my work, especially when it comes to the LGBTQ community. I think we see a lot of the other side of this type of story, and while that side is relevant and we need those stories to sort of show people the horrors that the community has gone through, I also feel like we need to see the other side, which is it can be an experience that is happy, it can be an experience that is fun. You don't have to wait for the "it gets better" credit to feel good about it. Everybody who knows me knows that I just love Steven Spielberg. His films to me are the greatest films ever made. But more than that, they came into my life in a time period where I needed them. Everybody in school saw E.T. Everybody saw Indiana Jones. Everybody saw Goonies and Back to the Future. When you went back to school, there was a commonality amongst cliques, and in that, dialogue, discussion, and debate. As a youngster, I saw the power of movies and film and what it could actually do for people. When you're watching a movie, you're basically replacing the people with your own situation, and that's how I approach Connor and Jayden. There really isn't a difference. This story could be any story. This could be a boy and a girl. This could be a girl and a girl. I was just trying to capture that magic of meeting somebody, falling in love, and having those feelings sort of overcome any obstacles that other people may or may not see.
Scene 33A, take 2.
I started out as an actor. I came along right around the sort of early 2000s teen boom. I got very lucky, and I talked to people a lot, and I'm not necessarily sure it was about talent. I think it was just about me being at the right place at the right time and having the right look. And I'm not gonna beat up Buffy, so I was able to just sort of pop in and say, hey. I was on a lot of sets working as a day player, as an extra, and I got to see how people made movies, and that was kind of my film school. As an actor, you can get very frustrated with the material you're given. There was one year in particular where I was really frustrated. I had done a couple of lines and a couple of movies and television shows.
Tanner, you're getting nothing.
But I also really noticed there was nothing out there that I felt I was right for. I started sort of hearkening back to my roots of wanting to write and direct. So since I was a writer, I realized I'd have to sort of write it myself. I made a film, it showed some promise. The next thing you know, I was directing some music videos, doing some more writing, got some scripts that were optioned, and here we are today. I feel like there are elements of me in everything that I write or direct. This is not necessarily autobiographical. There are lines that I can pull from my life. There's a line in the film where he says, "I'm asking you to a movie." And he says, "You're asking me on a date."
I'm asking you to hang out with me and watch a movie tomorrow night.
Yeah, no. You're asking me on a date.
On Saturday night.
That was definitely the exchange between me and my first relationship, which lasted for years, actually. And he'll laugh when he sees it. I'm hoping that Connor and Jayden reaches anyone who is feeling marginalized and is longing for a story like this, a love story where someone is not getting beat up or dying or getting bullied. And I hope it gives them inspiration to stand up for themselves and to just love who you want to love. Beyond that, I'm hoping it reaches people who are just entertained by a good story and a sweet story. Wow, this was a very quick production. My production partner, Michael Lambert, we have been friends for 30 years now, and we both started in Universal Studios, Florida. We used to love to make movies, think about movies, talk about movies, and we were building sets in our garage, and we formed a production company, and we wanted to do something quick but also very personal. And we envisioned the story as a series, but this is sort of a pilot, if you will. And so we shot it very quickly. We did one day back in Florida, we did one day in LA, and it just turned into something magical. We wanted to cast local people from Florida, even though we knew we were coming back to LA. And we did an audition process. We put out a casting call. I think Ty Newcomb was one of the first people that we actually liked. He plays Jayden.
You want to see a movie tomorrow night?
A movie? On a Saturday night? That's like a date.
It's two guys going to a movie. I'm asking you to hang out.
And Christian also auditioned for Jayden. He submitted his audition, but when we saw it, we were like, he's a Connor.
You want to see a movie tomorrow night?
A movie on Saturday night, like a date?
It's two guys going to a movie.
We believed that the two of them would make an interesting pair, and they didn't disappoint. They were amazing, exceptional actors. They listened to direction. They were easy to get along with on set. They both had a great work ethic. They had great chemistry, and it just worked.
Okay.
The woman who plays Miss Hannigan, Audrey Harris, she was great. She submitted her tape, and we knew right away she just had the kind of authority that we wanted. And the ticket taker guy, Troy Hatt, I don't know if you know, but he's also my husband. And more than that, he's an exceptional talent and is always a joy to work with. He has a very great sense of comedic timing and dramatic timing. And we were just happy he could fit us into his schedule, quite honestly. He's a very busy actor. There was Michael Alejandro, Tyler Albright. They played the prom guys. They were amazing. Trinity, Kara, Kelsey, Callie, the crew, the extras, everybody. It just all came together, and we hope everyone just completely enjoys it. Michael put together this amazing montage. I always love montages. You see them in romantic comedies. We just did this sort of ode to all those romantic comedies that we love. We do an ode to Jerry Maguire. We do an ode to Say Anything. We do an ode to Pretty Woman. These are the movies that we loved growing up, and we just basically just did them as they were in the film, but with two guys. So instead of Julia Roberts or Richard Gere, you get Connor and Jayden. Or in the case of Say Anything, John Cusack and Ione Skye. And then our friend Michael Johnston wrote a great original song, and it's in there. The score is amazing. Michael just did an incredible job editing the whole thing, and I'm just very happy with it.
I want you to.
Everyone has something to say, but all that noise can get in the way.
We have 8 episodes written for a series. We would love to shoot it as a series. And of course, the series will have much more drama to it, but it'll still have the heart of what the short is about. For me, I'm a movie writer. Beginning, middle, end, wrap it up, and we're good, roll the credits. But a series, like, oh, you gotta keep them coming back, can't give everything away. So it was a challenge. I think that people will be very happy with the series. I think it still centers on the love of these two characters, Connor and Jayden, but we sort of give you everything that is around them. What's going on with the parents, what's going on with the football team, what's going on with the town they live in. That gave us a lot to sort of draw from. There were a lot of questions that needed to be answered in the series, so we're pretty excited about it. I don't know if it was necessarily a favorite moment, but it was certainly a memorable one. We had a very tight schedule, and we had everything planned to a T. And everybody that knows Michael knows that he is just ... anal. Listen, I'm his best friend, I can call him that. But the one thing that we did not rely on was the rain. And the thing is, we're from Florida, so we know that Florida has showers every day and they last about 15 minutes or so. But for some reason, even though the weather had been predicted, it rained for hours, like torrential downpours. And there was nothing we could do except sit and watch the rain wash our hopes and dreams away. And it was just disheartening. Let's try shooting in the rain. It's not working in the rain. It's probably my biggest memory. And thank God my best friend was there and the cast and crew believed in what we were doing. And we waited it out. And it was probably 5 or 6 hours and we had to make up for that. And you know, we still came in within that day. We were pretty tired. I think we were shooting at like 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning. But the people that worked on this, the cast and the crew, they worked very hard and they're very proud of it. And Michael and I are extremely proud of them. It was a great experience. I think people should watch Connor and Jayden if they want to be entertained, if they want to believe in love, and if they want to see something special. I feel like we're just in a place right now where almost believing in love and wanting to sort of look into someone's eyes and smile and be happy, it's almost thought of as either an impossibility or something that is not a good thing. If you're feeling like you're someone who is feeling a little down on love, this is going to lift you up.
I was at the wrong place at the right time. 'Cause suddenly there you were with those bright blue eyes. We were conversing into the night sky when you took my hand, said let's leave now. Don't wanna be shy, I will let my guard down. Don't wanna be shy, I will let my guard down. I wanna laugh out loud, talk a little deeper, kiss a little harder. I wanna laugh out loud, talk a little deeper, kiss a little harder, love a little louder, love a little louder.
Art, of course, is always subjective. You're always going to have people who love something or hate something. But I just want people to know that there is another side to love, especially in the LGBTQ community. It doesn't have to always be jaded. It can be beautiful. We need to collectively believe in love again. Connor and Jayden is a story about two boys that fall in love, and I think that representation is something that people need to see all the time. My name is Jerome Elston Scott. I am the writer and director of Connor and Jayden. Please like, subscribe, share, and comment, and I hope you enjoy.
Talk a little deeper, kiss a little harder.